What's up guys, it's Cindy and today's my first Q&A. I'm really excited. We're going to be answering some questions that you guys asked me on Twitter and Instagram. And yeah, let's get into it. First question. What was you started streaming on Mixer and how did it go? We're off to a great start. Okay, I think I understand that. I started streaming on Mixer a year ago, June 3rd. So June 3rd, 2018. So it's straight on my Xbox. And how did it go? I think it went pretty well. So at first, I was my only viewer. I'd have to look at my phone to read the chat, but I think it went pretty well. I just kept streaming on my Xbox, and then as I grew, I upgraded, but went pretty good. Do you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend? I do not have a girlfriend or boyfriend because my husband won't let me. I am married though, so yeah. All right, next question. Do you like tacos? Yes, I love tacos. What's your least favorite word? Is it moist? Gross. What has been the highlight of your streaming career? I think the highlight has been getting partnered. I streamed for 2 months. I applied, I got denied. And then during that next month, I kind of just like, well, I didn't kind of, but I upgraded my stream and I like worked really hard during those 30 days. And right when the 30 days were up, because I had to wait 30 days to reapply, I applied and I got it, and I just felt like a sense of relief. What made you start streaming? So, sit down, grab your G Fuel, because this is gonna be a little story. So basically when I was 16, I got scoliosis surgery and I had to be on bed rest for like 4 months. During that time, my husband now was my boyfriend, and he gave me his Xbox. Well, before that, like I gamed. When I was younger, I gamed on like a Nintendo 64. I had my first PlayStation 1, the first one. And I would play like Tony Hawk and Spyro. And then I had like a Game Boy SP. But when I had back surgery, my boyfriend at the time lent me his Xbox. So I had to be on bed rest. There was nothing I could do. It was like the whole summer. And partially like into school too. So that's when I really got into gaming. Fast forward a couple of years, I got really into working out. That was my hobby. So I worked at Chipotle and I worked out. Those are my hobbies, and playing games as well. So then I was like, well, I can't work out. My doctor told me like, no, you need to chill out for a bit. And then I was like, well, what else do? I play games. And then I remembered that when my hubby was deployed, somebody gave him a webcam that they didn't use, still in the box. And we're like, okay, we'll take it. And we just put it in a box, and then I remembered we had one. So I ordered like an $80 chair on Google, just like a cheap one. And then I started streaming. I just plugged in it was a C920 Logitech webcam, plugged it right in my Xbox, and then started. And that was that. That was the beginning. Will you show the soles of your feet and scrunch them, please? I can scrunch my chin. I hope when I edit that, I can like zoom it in. Oh, people are weird. Next question. When offline life presents challenges, what gives you strength to deliver a great stream? That is a great question. As I explained before, I've gone through a lot of challenges, as many people who stream probably do. So streaming is an outlet for me. Like no matter what I'm going through, if I'm happy, if I'm sad, I'm just ready to stream. Of course there's some days where like I'd rather lay in bed because I'm just like mentally, I just rather snuggle with my cats. Maybe I'm not having the best day. But then there's days that I start streaming and I'm so glad that I did, because it completely like changes my whole day around. I forget what happened before I started streaming, and then I'm just like super happy. How long have you been with G Fuel for? That's a good question. So I first partnered with G Fuel this March. Yeah, this March. It seems like it's been so long, but it really hasn't. It's October, and yep, March I partnered with them, and I just re-signed for a year, so yeah. Oh, I love G Fuel. Are you ever going to go full-time on Mixer? already stream full-time on Mixer. Like, I have so much time that I can be dramatic and do things like that. I stream full-time, 5 days a week, sometimes 6, 7. What do you believe is your favorite thing about streaming? There's so many things. Like, there's so many things that I love about streaming that I never knew what streaming was about, obviously, until I did it myself. But my favorite thing would be meeting people, realizing that people go through the same things you do, relating to people, being the reason why somebody smiles in a day. Like, that's pretty crazy because you really never know like what people are going through, and I think that's really important. Will you do more vlogs? So that's what I'm trying to do right now. I know vlogging is like picking up the camera and doing things. I live in a city where there's not much to do, but Pack South vlogs soon come. Why Mixer and not Twitch? So, as I stated before, I'm an Xbox gamer. Xbox, by the way. And with that, it was just super simple. So, when I first thought about streaming, I just clicked my home button, I scrolled over a couple tabs, and then I pressed start broadcast, and then it like literally took me to Mixer. I was already logged in, and then that was it. Like, it was super simple, not much to it, and it worked for me. But why have I stayed on Mixer? I think being part of Mixer, I mean, I know for a fact that the community is super close, and I just don't know how to explain it. Like, I know that people on Twitch probably say the same thing, but on Mixer, I feel like it's different, and I'm very thankful to be where I'm at on Mixer, and so I don't know. I don't know why I would want to explore other places, but yeah, I love Mixer. What's next addition to stream? Accessories, etc. So being a streamer, I literally always want things, like all the time. Right now, I want the Razer kitty cat, kitty ear headset, and they're RGB and they're sick. I want them so bad. And then I want a new camera because I have the Cam Link, but my camera that I'm recording with right now, the Canon G7X, is not compatible with the Cam Link. So I want another Canon, which is like $500. So I want a lot of things. I want to go XLR, but you know, we're gonna slowly climb up and upgrade. What makes you want to stream whenever you wake up? What keeps you motivated? That's a great question. Like I said earlier, I think a couple questions ago, there's some days where I literally just want to lay in bed, and there's nothing wrong with that because I do stream full time. But it's also important to stay on your schedule, which I'm not the best at, I will admit. But I always follow through. Like, I always end up streaming and I update you guys. What keeps me motivated? You guys do. It's like I have this whole community behind me, and you guys are my motivation. It's kind of crazy. And you know, let's say 70% of you I've never met in my life, but the day we do meet, like whenever I meet people at PAX, it feels like we already know each other. Like, it feels comfortable, and that's crazy to me. So someone asked, what got you started into streaming? I already explained that. And how hard would you say the barrier to entry is for it? So tons and tons and tons of people stream. So many people stream. Even on Mixer, like, there's a lot of people that stream. If you click, let's say Fortnite, because it is the top game, click Fortnite and scroll all the way down. Especially on like a Saturday, which typically I don't stream on Saturday. Click it on like a popular day or like later in the day when people get off work. There's so many people streaming. We welcome everybody with open arms to start streaming. People start expecting things and then they get disappointed and they give up. My thing is, do not expect anything. Don't expect hosts. Don't expect people to watch you. That will come with time. If you want to start streaming, just start streaming and see where it takes you. Like, that's what happened with me. I just started, I tried, and then here we are. So don't expect anything because you're going to get disappointed. Like, just do it because you love doing it. How did you choose Simbi as your gamer tag? So, again, when I was like 16, I borrowed my boyfriend at the time's Xbox, and his name is Mostly Dirty. Well, you can guess what people would ask me, like, why is your name Mostly Dirty? And I'm like, it's my boyfriend's. And they're like, oh yeah, I bet it is. And then, so, skirt, I had to change it. And so I did mostly Simbi because Simba's my cat, and then Simbi. Once I started streaming, I put mostly underscore Simbi, yikes. And you don't want to do underscores, no offense, but if you can have a clean, crisp name, do it. Take out the numbers, take out the underscores, take out the whatever, the extra stuff, and try to get a clean name. As close as you can to like something more like clean. So then I just went with Simbi. I asked my friends on Xbox at the time before, because it was really when I started streaming. I just started streaming, so I didn't have like a huge community or even a community at all on Mixer, so I couldn't really get an opinion. But I asked my friends on Xbox like what they thought, and they're like, yeah, that's really clean. So now I'm Simbi. Mayo or Miracle Whip? Choose wisely. Honestly, all I can think of is mayonnaise an instrument? I don't know why. Whatever like low fat one there is. Is there low fat in both? I don't know. Not thinking too much about mayonnaise. Next question. Where would you like to travel and why? Honestly, at this point, I just want to go back home to Michigan. I really miss my family, but I would love to go to California and Los Angeles. Like, that would be a lot of fun. I just really want to go to like Disneyland too, or Disney World again. But I live more on the West Coast, so I kind of want to explore more of the West Coast right now. And then once we move back to Michigan, then I'll be down to like drive down to Florida, visit some more of Florida and Disney World and such. Favorite movie? I would say Mean Girls. You can't sit with us. Who is your favorite cat? You're messed up. I love them both. Simba. I'm just kidding, I'm kidding. Which PAX is better, South or West? South. I think South is better in my opinion, because it's like you get the chance to spend time with everybody a lot more. There's less to do at the convention, so it's pretty much just like hanging out with everyone, and that's that. Like, I feel like it's a lot more chill. When I first vlogged ever, it was on my phone, and that's what inspired me to start vlogging, because I had a lot of fun doing it. And yeah, it wasn't too like congested or too crowded. Like, it was a great time. How are you liking the new iPhone? I freaking love it so much. Like, the pictures are so good, and just like today, I tagged G Fuel in a post because my code's 30% off. When I post this video, it's probably not going to be anymore because it takes so long to edit, but I will get better and faster at it once I do it more. Yeah, somebody commented that my picture was photoshopped, and I don't even know how to use Photoshop at all. Like, I wish I was that talented, but I'm not. I literally brighten the picture and that's it. Like, that's how good this camera is. There's 3 cameras on the back, which people joke around and say it looks like a stove. Haha, funny. And then there's one on the front, but it has portrait mode. If you guys know what portrait mode is, it is fire. If you could only stream one game for the rest of your life, what game and why? Ugh. So I had somebody pretty like important in my gaming life, if that makes sense. Think that I only played Fortnite or liked Fortnite. And I'm like, no, that's what I'm like playing right now. But I would not play that for the rest of my life. I would not play any game for the rest of my life. I'm very much like, I love playing different games, but the same games, if that makes sense. I wouldn't say I like exploring a bunch of different games because I get bored really fast. I would say Jackbox, because it's like a variety of Jackboxes. There's like 1 through 5, and there's like 4 or 5 games in each. So Jackbox, that's a good time. And I think that Jackbox is really fun because you don't always have to, so board games require you to be in person with all your friends. Well, yeah, I don't have any friends in here, so, you know, internet friends come in clutch, so we can just, I can stream the game, we can play and have a good time. 1v1, are you serious? Somebody asked me that. Boy, catch these paws. You know that you are a timeless and beautiful lady with an awesome personality. Wait, what was that? I don't think we got it in here. Do you know that you are... Thank you. What are some games, only any platform, that you have no desire to play, and why? What are games that I have no desire playing? PUBG. Ooh. Alright, we're moving on to the Twitter questions. You stream on Mixer. Do you know Ninja? Yes, I know Ninja. Actually, the first day, the day that I found out, he had an announcement. I thought he was having a baby and I was like, sick. But then he was wearing Adidas. So I'm like, Adidas? And then I was streaming and I found out he was switching over. And I literally like kind of had like a panic attack. And I was so happy. Like, it was almost like I got told good news, which that is really good news. But it was almost like it was my good news, but it wasn't. But I was so happy. It's just been an awesome change, and he is the reason why I heard of streaming. I would be watching him for Fortnite Friday on Fridays before I would have to work at night, and I would be screaming at my TV. And anybody on Snapchat can vouch for this, but I would literally Snapchat it and be like freaking out like I was watching like a football game, but I would never watch football and get into it like that. But esports, hell yeah. Like, ever since Ninja, hell yeah. Like, I get so into it. I love watching people be competitive. Am I competitive? Hell no. But yeah, no, it's awesome. How was life for you growing up? So life for me growing up was pretty good. I'm really thankful I was raised the way I was raised. My dad was really strict, so at the time I didn't like it. Thinking back, I'm thankful. I kind of wish I was more rebellious, because now I'm at like a weird, awkward stage where like I want to be a rebel and like I want to be rebellious and like wear chokers and stuff, because I never did that growing up. I don't know what that has to do with this, but yeah, life was pretty good. There was like ups and downs, of course. I wasn't allowed to wear makeup, so I had to like sneak wearing makeup. I know people are gonna say, oh, you don't really need makeup, but makeup for me is like really fun. I feel like a lot of girls can relate. Like, it's fun getting ready. It's fun, especially streaming. It's fun like getting ready for a stream and dressing up and feeling confident. Like, that's very important, because there's a lot of people, trolls, blueberries, that will try to bring you down. So you have to be strong, and yeah, it helps when you like you're feeling yourself, because you can be like, frick off. So how can we convert you to be a Michigan Wolverine fan? You can't. But no, I love State. You can't change me. Can I have some V-Bucks, please? Really, Jared? You got money. You can get some yourself. He got money. What's your favorite game to chill to? To chill, I would say Spyro. Like, if I'm feeling sick or anything ever, I love playing Spyro. But this is my thing. I don't know if you guys can relate to this. Some games I don't like streaming, because there's people in the comments or the chat that will, I mean, this is everywhere. I mean, I just started on YouTube, so I'm just waiting for somebody to say they don't like how I do something on this video, you know? It's kind of anything you do, like whether it's live, whether it's recorded, whether it's edited, somebody's like always gonna say something about what you do. And so even when I was playing Spyro, and I love Spyro, I always had people telling me, why are you doing it this way? Why are you blowing your fire at the little butterflies? Like, why is that funny content? Like, if I want to do it one way, I'm gonna do it that way. But I don't know, when I'm sick, I like playing it and just like chilling and like grabbing the skateboard and being like Tony Hawk and, you know, hanging out. Like, I like doing that. What's your favorite thing to do to unwind after a difficult day? So I usually like to snuggle my cats, catch up on my shows, and sometimes I like to paint as well, whether it's like painting something for my room. I'm not really like creative with making like a beautiful masterpiece. I think creativity is very soothing to me. Like, I can be creative whether it's like with my mind or like making my room all cute, if that makes sense. I mean, we just like flipped this room basically. I'm gonna do a room tour soon once I can figure out these freaking cables, because I know if I don't fix them, somebody's gonna be like, "Rar, your freaking cables are a mess." They probably won't say that, but they're like, "Get your shit together." I need to. If you didn't have pink hair, what different color of hair dye would you use? So I like keeping my top natural and then doing like a blonde on the bottom because it's so easy, and pink is very, very, very expensive. I'm super thankful that I did it, but it's just really, it's really pricey. But thankfully there's like conditioners that are mixed with colors. You can like keep it up and stuff. But yeah, I think next time I'll go with like a brown, more close to my natural, and then just do the bottom. And that way when it grows out, it just like stays nice. How many cats do I have? I have 2 cats. One's Simba, one's Bandit. They're both freaking cute and adorable. I can go, let me go get one. This is Bandit. So on stream, I have him as Bandy because just like Simba, I called him Simbi until I became Simbi. And then it was like kind of weird to call him Simbi, so. But this is my baby Bandit. He's 20 pounds. He's a thick boy. I know. We have plenty of videos of you biting me already, so we don't have to do that again, okay? You're not gonna bite me, right? Oh. He's so cute. The cutest baby ever. He's cute. Ah! Okay, accident. And this is my baby Simba. He is the reason why my name's Simbi, and he's actually my life. Like, I have no kids, but he is just like, he's so freaking cute. He's my baby. Isn't it crazy how like one cat can be the reason, or like one animal can be the reason for everything? Like, if I never got him, we got him from a friend that was moving and couldn't take him. But if I never got him, I would never be Simbi. And like, things probably wouldn't be the same. So like, thank you to this freaking cute kitty that I have. I'm gonna try to do another question with him in my arms. Okay. What's your favorite fast food restaurant? I knew they were gonna ask that. Texas Roadhouse. Has your hubby ever considered streaming with you? Yes, he actually has an account. It's a little jakey. He just does it straight from his Xbox right now until just to see like how it goes. But yeah, he does. Where did your name come from? This old guy. Do you prefer Titanic or Notebook? What do you prefer? He prefers the litter box. Okay, you want to get down? Okay, I totally forgot that I was supposed to include like their names when I answered the question. So I'm gonna start now. Lemon the cat asks, ooh, I have a fun question. What is one of your favorite classic Disney movies? I would say Nemo. Someone's gonna at me. I love Finding Nemo. Don't at me. Do you think you'll ever step away from streaming? So, as I explain a lot, I don't like to think too far ahead because with my hubby being in the army, like I've never really been the person to look too far ahead because things change all the time. It's not a bad thing to think what would come after. Like last year I would have never known where I would be at right now. Like I never thought I'd start streaming and like where or how I'd be doing in streaming. But that's why you have to take chances, and like everything happens for a reason. So just, I think, live life and do you, and then if things happen that are good, then that's awesome. And that's really how I go about life. And if so, what would be your second dream career choice? So again, this was never like the goal. This was never what I dreamt of as a kid because it wasn't a thing. This wasn't something you thought you'd be able to get paid for or like do full time as a job. this was never my dream choice. Now it is. My more relevant, or maybe one that could have actually happened, dream choice would have been a special education teacher. So I love kids with special needs, and it takes somebody, you know, somebody with patience to work with people with special needs. And my cousin had Down syndrome, and he inspired me to want to work with kids like him because he was amazing. And so I have a tattoo for him. It's like Down syndrome awareness on my arm. I would love to work with kids with special needs or people with special needs. And that's the thing with streaming, you can take it everywhere. And you can do anything. Like, you can do fundraisers. I could do fundraisers with people with Down syndrome, or for breast cancer awareness, or for like something local that happened in your city. You can literally do anything with streaming. Has your perception of streaming changed from when you started to where you are now? Domo Fun asked. Kinda, yeah. Like, I definitely have gained so much respect for streamers. I mean, I think that's anybody who either watches streams or streams themselves. Like, they see what it takes to stream. Like I said, I feel like I'm still like new into streaming, but then again, it's like people are like, you just hit 100K, like you're not that new. But I'm still learning myself. But perception wise, I would think it hasn't really changed. I just have gained respect for people, and there's so many things that are possible with streaming. Dirty Dan asked, what kind of impact do you want to have on the gaming community? So the impact I want to have is just being positive and spreading positivity. Get it? Pause. Catchy's pause. I think it's really important, especially online. Like, I get it, people get close and you joke around, that's cool, but you never know what people are going through, and it's always good to like form a bond, and like, that's great. But I think just staying positive, when the streamer's positive, the community is gonna be positive, you know? Like, one person radiates positivity and then it just like spreads. What's 9 plus 10? 21?
You stupid.